got it out. My screws are loose just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You could always tighten them up. You could always, you know. I know the COVID got us with these masks on looking like the Teddy Band.
It's an easy way to hook up with people because they don't know what we look like.
Well, you know, this is the most beautiful thing on earth. Right here. This right here. This right here. Y'all see that? This right here. When you look at somebody like, oh, that's so beautiful.
No, you don't need to look at my eyes. They have you hypnotized.
Why? They have me. Let me see.
Get them eyes and them lips.
How much money you need?
That's why I be posting. Don't look at my lips. Don't look at my lips. Don't look at these eyes.
What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? This your boy, comedian Novocaine. This is KD, the comedy critic. You know what I'm saying? And we are Double K, Double Talk. And y'all can barely hear me because I got this mask on. One of these masks, y'all should be buying these masks right here. You know, go ahead and hit the Cash App, hers or mine, and put that money in the Cash App and we'll send you one of these masks. Or you can just come pick it up because I ain't delivering nothing.
I deliver, take a picture with you.
Deliver, take a picture with you. So what we talking about today?
So today we're going to talk about clarification for the queens.
Clarification for the queens. What about clarification? What you want me to clarify?
Okay. You ready? Y'all listening?
Are y'all listening?
It says, don't blame the man because you confuse no good men with quality men and jokers with kings and pawns with men of nobility. Don't blame the man because you confuse wimps with strong men and little boys with grown men. Don't blame the man because you confuse disrespect with reverence and sex with love and contempt with admiration.
All right, go back to the top. Don't blame a man because what?
Because not me confused. You confused. You confused with no good men with quality men.
Okay, let's stop right there. I'm gonna take this mask off so we can jump right in it. You did. All right, so don't blame a man because you are confused. No good men with quality. When that statement is made, I get it. You know, sometimes we don't know we confused. You know, ladies, sometimes we don't know we confused, ladies. Sometimes the way we're raised and the way we're brought up and the things that are taught to us through via Christianity or Islam faith or any other faith that you have, you don't know that you're confused about how to interact with the opposite sex, right? So sometimes we listen to our parents and listen to the things that we grow up in, and we see the guidelines and we see our sisters and aunties and grandmamas and mamas go through all kind of mess with these strange, unqualified men.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And you're not sure if you should act out, walk away, or teach him. You know, well, here's the thing. If you feel like you are confused by what a man should be or what a man should do or communicating or whatever the case may be, you probably should go back to the basics of who you are as a woman, right?
Right.
When you were a child, you thought your father was the greatest thing in the world, but somewhere along the line, our fathers let our little girls down, as well as our boys, but mostly our little girls, right?
Right.
You have to understand that the world is not over because your father let you down. Absolutely, there's been men in your life to show you how a man should be, but you didn't pay attention to that because you're so used to looking at your father letting you down. Your father let your mother down, your father let you down, you let your sister down, your auntie, his sisters, his grandmother, his mama, you know. So you can't look at that. That's just one individual. And of course, it's difficult to not look at it because that's your biological parent, your father, right? So fathers, I'm asking you to get back in your girl's life. You know what I mean? Teach them, show them that you're different, that you're not the man that they thought you were because you weren't around or because you let them down. And this will minimize and subside most of the confusion our women have on what kind of man they should interact with, trust, and be around. You know? So nobody's perfect. Am I perfect?
No. We all have flaws.
I know I ain't perfect.
No, I'm not either.
I'm imperfect.
I'm 30% evil.
30%? That's just it.
That's it.
Some men like that evil though.
I know, right? They do.
But ladies, listen, it's not a bad thing for you to have a misunderstanding and lack knowledge of thereof. What's a bad thing is when you know better, when you know right from wrong, when you know what to do, what to accept in your life. That's when it's bad for you. When you know that you're compromising and you shouldn't. When you know that you're allowing things in your life that shouldn't be in your life. That's when it's bad. You understand what I'm saying? But if you absolutely don't know, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. You just, once you find out and once you start learning, you get up, you shake it off, you don't go down that path again. Don't do it again. And don't be angry. Because when you're angry, you hold grudges. And when you hold grudges, you can't grow.
That's right.
You know? So read the next part. What else is it saying?
It says, don't blame the man because you confuse wimps with strong men. Little boys with grown men. Like, you could have a grown man and he's still a little boy.
Right. I was a little boy for a long time before I understood what it was to be a man. You know, we grow up and we think a man is supposed to go and put the whole world on his back. You know, well, while that man got the whole world on his back and he's out there doing everything he possibly can for you and the family, what are you doing? Are you praying for him? Are you making sure when he comes home, you know, the house is in order? Are you making sure when he is done dealing with the world and making sure that you and the family is okay? Are you doing your part to make him feel like you are worthy or it's worth it? You see?
Right.
So you have to be careful what you ask for and what you're looking for. Because if you're not ready to be in that position to receive what you ask for and what you're looking for, it's going to be a debacle the whole time you're in it. You know, it's going to be. I have experienced many breakups and mishaps because I just didn't know what it was to be a man. You know, what is being a man? Well, first you got to know how to listen. Second, you have to know how to lead. Third, you have to know how to understand. You know what I'm saying? And once you get those things straight as a young man, then everything else will turn out pretty good. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Callie? How y'all feeling? What's going on? We'll shout out to some folks. Shout out to some people real quick. You know, we got December Creations in the building. Urge 7 is in the building. Angels is in the building. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Glad you guys tuned in. All right, this is the Double K Double Talk Show. I am your boy, comedian Nova Kane, a.k.a. the Canis Kane. This is KD, the comedy critic, and we are here doing our thing, Double K, K and K. All right? Now, back to what we were talking about. You have to, in order to be a man, that's what we're talking about. In order to be a man and in order to know that you're a man, you have to understand that you can't do things erratically, sporadically. You know, you have to take ownership in who you are, what you are, and what you're doing, whether it be right or wrong, you know, and you have to have a mind to understand, to listen with the intent to understand rather than listening with the intent to respond. This is the only way we could have our ladies, our women, our queens be submissive to us. It's for us to submit to them.
Exactly.
Most of our men are not submitting to our women. That's why our women don't want to submit to the men.
Amen to that.
You know, we have to, you know, and no matter what a woman has gone through, you have to have an understanding. You have to. If you don't have an understanding, you're gonna mess her up even more.
Exactly. You have to, because I know women out there that are submissive. You know, me for one, I know. And I'm not understanding, why did you say, oh, there's no women around like my grandma? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You got one right here, but you decide you want to just, oh, well, I know I got my woman right here, but I'm going to run around and cheat. That is very confusing too.
Those are
women that's there. We cook, we clean, we make sure. We have to make sure you're okay so you can take care of the house. Mm-hmm. Because if we're not taking care of you, how are you going to take care of the house? You coming home, you tired, you the provider, you hungry, you're not getting fed, so that's like pressure.
Well, time isn't like it used to be.
Well, it's not. So men should stop asking for that. If they don't, if you don't want to deal with that, then don't ask for that.
Right.
Don't complain about that. Right. You know.
Because two incomes, it's unfortunate, but two incomes have to run the household now.
Two incomes, yes.
You know, so where our women get confused is, oh well, the man is supposed to do this and the man is supposed to do that, and the man, but the times are different.
Yeah, times are
right.
different.
Times are so different to where it's almost virtually impossible unless that man has a 6-figure job with a bomb degree. He's somebody big and powerful. You ain't gotta worry about going to work. All you gotta do is stay home and clean up and make sure the kids is good and make sure he got a little nookie or something, you know, when you get in, you know what I'm saying, pacify his soul, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, some nookie. You know, but what's the percentage of women who inherit men like that?
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
So if that's the kind of man you want, then ladies, you must stay celibate. Yeah, I didn't want to hear that. But anyway.
You're like celibate.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and men, you have to understand that this woman has a certain criteria in her life that she needs. And if you're not willing to adhere to that, don't bother her.
Don't bother me. Don't bother me at all.
Yeah, don't bother Kim because she don't.
Yeah, I'm going to do it mentally. That's right. I'll do that shit mentally. Yeah. But yeah, so another thing is don't blame man because you confuse disrespect with reverence and sex with love and contempt with admiration.
Stop right there.
Yeah, explain that one.
Our society has accepted disrespect to our queens for so long. It has become the normalcy. And our women, our queens have accepted this. That's why they say, I'm Miss Bitch. I'm that hoe. And you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's why they got that. Because they've accepted that. Right?
Wow. So that's like the new norm.
They've accepted it through movies, through TV shows, through rap, through R&B. They've accepted it. Wow. You know, even in the church. I know y'all gonna be mad, but oh well. Even in the church, they have accepted it. Where the male, the head of the house, he can go flirting whatever with Sister Janie and Sister Tiffany and carrying on and help them and do all kind of stuff for them. But when it comes to his queen, he's dragging his feet. He got an attitude. Why you can't do it? Why you can't? But whoa. Player, your woman come first.
Yes.
Before any other woman.
Put that woman first.
Your woman come first before any other woman. I quit my motherfucking job if my woman tell me she needed me and my job told me I couldn't go home. Oh, nigga, I'm out. I'm out. See you later. Because guess what? This job gonna be here. I'm gonna have money. I'm gonna have a stable income and things like that. But I'm gonna lose my love. I'm gonna lose my rib.
Right.
I'm gonna lose my peace, my comfort, my help. So, fuck that job. Baby, I'll get another job. You said you needed me, I'm here. They wouldn't let me come home, I'm here. You know? And let's regroup and work together and get back on track. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta stop putting things in front of our family. Even if you're not married. If you call her your woman, she's your wife. If you call her your woman, your girlfriend, your lover, you're having sex with her, you're having dinner with her, you're talking to her, you're expressing your innermost personal feelings with her. That's your wife. Okay? Forget about what the world say about you need a ring and paperwork. God only cares about the covenant that you have in your heart, the love that you have in your heart for each other, the commitment that you made verbally and mentally, physically and spiritually. That's what God cares about. So, all you queens around here, understand, if you're not positioning yourself as a queen, you're going to get treated like a peasant. That's what's going to happen. And it's unfortunate because society has made it so that it's accepted. And it's not. Let's break the chains. Let's break the curse. That's what we're going to do.
And the other one is sex with love.
Mm.
Yeah, he wants you, but he only wants you for sex.
Mm.
Yeah, he loves you, but he really loves you. See, a lot of us women don't understand it. I say us because I'm going to put myself in that category because I don't ever want anybody to think I'm singling them out. us.
You ever?
women.
You think I ever confused a woman through sex and love?
No, because your communication is different.
But I have. And I'm saying this in front of all of you guys. I have. And because when I realized that's what I was doing, I decided to change it. When I realized that every time I went to this young lady's home and visited her and she visited me, all we were doing was having sex. I wasn't putting anything into her. I wasn't giving her any knowledge. I wasn't giving her any spiritual motivation. I wasn't giving her any financial help. I wasn't giving her any physical help. I wasn't giving her any mental clarification.
So that's where communication come in. But you have men out there that will be like, "Oh, baby, you know I love you and I only want you," but it's just sex. The sex is basically what he wants. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. I know people
true.
like that.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's very true. And we as men have to understand that if I'm going to be with you, let's say you and I are going to be in a relationship, and if I'm going to be with you, then I must understand that the things that I do is going to affect you, whether it be negative or positive. So I have to make sure that I treat you, deal with you, handle you, love you in the appropriate fashion so that I can receive the same thing, and so that I am not the cause of your misfortune. A lot of men don't understand the reason why we can't have the woman that we want, our equally yoked partner, because we have messed around with so many other women and have destroyed them spiritually. I hope y'all listening. We have destroyed our women spiritually. So the only way our women know how to react and respond or act to us is through the natural, through the physical. Because spiritually we have choked them out, right? When you get with a woman, you have to invest in her.
Is that the one we love?
The one you love, even if you're not sure you love her, you still invest in her. Because after that relationship, if you're not supposed to be with her and you guys break up, then you break up on good terms. When you invest in her, when you teach her, when you raise her or help her raise her level of understanding, when you help her in areas where she doesn't get the help. Now you are friends. We don't know how to be friends first.
Right.
All we do, we meet each other. Oh, you're so beautiful, and we jump right into bed. We start. When he said, "Oh, he loved me," no, girl, he was horny.
He was horny.
And so were you.
You gotta get that. Women, you gotta ask that question. You gotta be like, "Hey, is this relationship or is this just sex?" I know.
Well, at
lies
first it's
is
just
gonna
sex.
be made.
At first it's just sex.
Wow.
Let's just keep it real. At first it's just sex.
We ain't screwing unless we in a relationship.
Even so, at first it's just sex. Just say it. Just keep it real.
Ooh,
I'm gonna keep it
relationship.
all the way to the ground level, y'all. When the man meets you and y'all start getting it going on, at first it's just sex. It's not love. Don't confuse it. It's just sex. All right? How do you know your man is in love with you? He'll begin to do other things other than inquire sex from you. Like listen to you. Like pay attention to you. Like talk with you. Not talk at you. Talk with you. He will allow you to teach him. He will allow you to show him things about you for better clarity and understanding. When a man loves you, see, y'all think, "Oh, he loves me because he was mad because somebody was tripping on me." No, he just protecting you because you his. And that's the right thing to do. Doesn't mean he loves you. But when he loves you, he totally invests in you. Some of y'all might be thinking, "Oh, well, I ain't got no money yet. I ain't got no dollar yet." Investment? Yeah, he's investing. He's investing his time. He's investing his trust. He's investing his everything in you. That's when he loves you. And when he allows you, notice I said allow. All right? Some of you are like, "I don't need no man. I don't want to be no man. He got to allow me." No, he's the head of that union. He's the head of that situation. Okay? There's certain criteria you have to walk by once you're in a relationship. Okay? And if he allows you to be free, completely free, do you as you do you, you have to have in your mind to understand that if I'm doing me, don't do me to the point to where it affects my man. Because remember, when you were single, you were doing you, so you had no one to report to. You had no one to look out for. You had no one to say, hey, you know what? If I'm at the club until 1 o'clock in the morning, is that going to affect my man? Because you were single. But now that you're in a relationship, don't be at the club till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, cut it down. It's okay.
It's okay to go out, but don't disrespect it.
I was with a girl one time, and she fought me tooth and nail. She talking about, you trying to control me. You don't want me around my friends. You don't want me going out. You don't want me doing this and this and that. And ever since I met you, I've been not hanging with my friends. Well, bitch, you need to excuse my language, okay? Because that's how I felt, right? You want to be with your friends. You don't want to establish a relationship with me. You don't want to have any clarity with me. You want to be with your friends, so go. Right? I had to just say, you know what, I can't do this.
Right.
I can't, because you're gonna fight me over your friends. Then your friends should take you to the mall. Your friends should take you to the store. Your friends should help you pay your bills. Your friends should come over and cook for you and be with you when you're sick. Your friends should do that. Yeah. Right? When your children need something, your friends should step in and be that surrogate parent, not me.
Right.
Right? Because now what you do is, ladies, listen carefully, ladies, what you do is when you go and put your friends before you put your man, when you go and put your homeboys before you put your man, you go ask your homeboys to take you to the store, you go ask your homeboys to do stuff for you, you go ask your homegirls to take you, then guess what you're doing? You're not allowing your man to gain his position in your life. You're not allowing that man to show you that he can do it. You're not allowing yourself to even find out what he can or cannot do.
Right.
We have to allow these things in order for our relationships to be copacetic. If you got a problem with your man, everything he does, and he got a problem with you, everything she does, it's not gonna work.
It's not. No matter how much you try to talk it out, because talk is talk. Because when you're done talking, guess what? An hour later, everything's back to the way it was. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's nothing wrong with ending, like he said, just end it on a friendly basis. Why be in a relationship and be miserable? It's just not right.
You want to know why?
Because they're scared to be alone.
Because people are afraid to be alone. That's why. If you're a Christian and you believe in the Bible tells you man is not meant to be alone. If you're a Muslim and you believe in the Quran will tell you man needs to have his woman. If you read the book of Enoch, it's no literature in this world that says that we should be by ourselves.
That's why Adam was up there by himself and God gave him a woman.
Adam was by himself.
They're like, why the two animals is together? They
Right.
together. What about me?
But here's where Adam messed up. Adam didn't invest into Eve. So Eve, what was Eve doing? In the garden, messing with the big head. I mean the snake.
It's so silly.
You know, so Adam lost his chick to somebody else, and then had to pay for it.
Okay, so the next one is because neglect is not concern, indifference is not compassion, and disregard. I lost it. How did I lose that? I don't think we should go to a different topic for some reason, because that topic we were just talking about is a good topic.
Clarification for queens. Ladies, all women are not queens. Not just yet.
Why not? I'm a female.
Yeah, you'll be a queen soon, but you need to know how to be a queen, right? If you too loud and too verbal and too aggressive and too in your face, then guess what? You're not showing queen-like maturity. You're not showing those attributes of a queen, right? You have people, some women will argue with you, well, queens ran a whole nation and they fought and they did this and they did that and they were in charge of everything. That's great. But she still needed men.
Mm-hmm.
She still needed men.
And okay, I found it. So the rest of it says, let me start over. Because neglect is not concern, indifference is not compassion, and disregard is not respect. Ooh, it's a good one. Because neglect is not concern. Remember when I was talking about that plant being watered? Neglect. Don't care about it. just whatever with the plant. Let me go over here. Be right back.
Yeah. So let me all right, so we having some small technical difficulties, but it's okay. I'm gonna run with it.
I'm gonna try to see if you can handle it by itself.
Handle it by myself. All right, so neglect is not concern. It's absolutely correct. And the reason, and most times when we neglect something, is because we didn't earn it.
You feel that way?
Yeah. When you growing up,
it's taking I want to say not advantage, guaranteed. Does neglect comes in when you're taken as a guarantee?
That could be
a dependable person.
That could be. Well, I'm not gonna worry about her because I know she's gonna be there. Yeah, right. That type of attitude. Yeah.
Disregard is not respect.
I think most women, when they hear this, are going to say, you know what, I did give myself, or I did give too much, too soon. You know what I mean? And who's to say too soon or too late or just around the right time? Who's to say that that's the appropriate way of doing things? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't. We don't. I read 2 books. I seen the Steve Harvey movie, and then I met the one, something about something, No Chaser, and I read the one that was saying why men like bitches. Okay, let me tell you about bitch. Babes in total control of herself. That's what the book was about.
Is that what it means?
Babes in total control. So you gotta take a negative and you gotta put it a positive.
And that's what I was talking about.
It was written by
earlier.
a white woman. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
And it was written by this woman.
How we have made it acceptable.
Yep, that's the title of the book. And I read his and I read hers.
But what's the true meaning of bitch?
It's a dog.
Female dog. Period.
Yes.
Ain't no way of getting around it. You can take those letters and make it sound like whatever you want to sound like. But you get back down to the beginning, use a female dog. Okay? Yeah. If that's what you want to call yourself, so be it. That's on you.
I don't like that word.
You know? So
my sisters would tell you that. I
right.
Even like it when we joke and be like, hey, I'm like, what?
Right.
I
right.
say you comfortable.
Right. You know. So, you know, fellas, listen. If you got a good woman, don't neglect her. A good friend, whatever. Don't neglect them. All right? You know, check on them. See about them. Help them when they need help. If you can do it. If you can't do it, she'll understand. You know? But don't neglect them. That's like being a father to a child and you don't never do anything or help them or nothing. That's like being a mother to a child and you say, you know what, they'll be all right, I'm going to the store. Sit here and chill, I'll be back. Your child's 7 years old. Why they at home by themselves? Do you really care about your child?
So this is the big one. You ready, ladies? It says you must take responsibility for your choices. You will never be able to identify the exceptional if you can't even recognize the inferior.
Have you taken responsibility?
Yes, I have.
Well, tell
why? Because I didn't want to be alone. I'm not talking about like a relationship. I'm talking about just friendship,
camaraderie.
Friendship. I always thought, you know, I was like, a relationship I don't have to have, but I always want that one person. And if I have one, I'm happy.
That's how many it should take.
I just wanted one.
It should take one.
Me, no.
You know, I'm a man. I was a young man before. I was a teenager before. In my teens, I thought it was okay to have different women because that's what I was seeing, right? When I became an adult, women was like, nigga, we not playing that. Dude, we not playing that. You know? So I had to adjust. Is this something that I want to do? Right? I've always been the type of person, I've always been a one-woman man. You know, I see a woman, I like her, I think she's cool, I get with her, and I'm with her. Right? Until the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? When the wheels fall off, I get out the car, I gotta go. Right? You know? But over the years, I've learned not to get in the car if she isn't good for me. I've learned not to get in the vehicle with this woman, not to get in bed with this woman, not to do things with this woman if she isn't good for me. If I feel like she isn't good for me and she doesn't have the ingredients that I need for me and my spirit, I can't do it. Right? Sometimes you get tricked. Sometimes you think that, oh, she's the one. And you get with her and in a couple of weeks or a month or maybe a year. And you're like, wow. You know, is that a mistake? No, it's not a mistake.
It goes both ways, ladies. So he's talking about a man, but it's the truth. Same thing that man got with that woman.
Mm-hmm. You know.
And at some point in time, we do have to take responsibility for. I always say it's a learning experience. That's how I look at it. A learning experience, and I will not do it again. But I'm a Leo, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Leo, so I'm a Leo too. Most women. This Nala, I'm Simba. You know?
That's right.
Gotcha again.
And I pin them down every time. Every time. That's right.
Yeah, she's strong too, y'all.
That's right. Pin that butt down. I sure do.
And she's taller than me.
That's why I'm slouching.
It's all good. But, you know, clarification for a queen comes through work ethic. When a queen sees a man working, he's constantly working on trying to be better. He's constantly working on trying to be in the best position possible, not only for himself, but for her. And if they have a family, if she has children, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? That's clarification for her, because now she's beginning to understand who he is. You know, when he sits and have a conversation with her and he shuts his mouth and listens to her, not with his ears, but with his heart. That's clarification for her. She feels like she is loved, supported. She feels like that she can trust you. The more and more she trusts you, the more and more she will give to you. The more she will yield to you. The more and more she understands that you have her best interests. The more she would blossom, and the more love, attention, and affection and help that she will give you.
Exactly. Like the flower blooming, like, oh.
Yeah. Because when you provide clarification for your woman, you're watering her plant. The very plant that you've been trying to get since the beginning. You just want to get the plant in the beginning and it's all tiny and tough and hard to get in?
Yep.
Nah, I want the whole plant. I want it open.
And it ends up being a beautiful flower.
Yeah, I want it open.
But then when you start neglecting it because you think, hey,
I want plant seeds.
When you start neglecting, it's something else when you start neglecting.
Yeah, when you neglect your woman, man, you forget to trim the weeds around her. You forget to pull up the weeds around her and trim the dead leaves on her limbs and things like that. When you forget to do those type of things, guess what? Somebody's gonna come around and say, "Oh, this is a beautiful plant. Let me go ahead and hook it up and revise it."
And that's what the weeds are. The weeds are the.
Oh yeah, the weeds. Oh yeah,
that's the ones that's in your ear.
Mm-hmm. Girl,
the guys in your ear.
Girl.
Mm-hmm. The guys.
Hey baby, you know I can treat you better than he do.
Exactly. That's
Stuff
what the
like
weeds are. So you gotta take care of that plant if you want it to grow and blossom into something nice.
Does anybody have any questions? I don't see any questions going on. Ask some questions. We'll hit you up. We'll talk to you.
I ain't no lie on my DBT.
No, we didn't. Why?
Because I forgot to push the button. Push the button.
Push the goddamn button. No, that ain't what she said, but she said it.
Yeah, that one right there, number 5. What the number 5 say right?
Number 5?
Up the top.
At the top? On
5. Go up.
Right here? Oh no, that's a message.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, you don't want to open because you won't be live no more.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Yeah. That's it. That's an inbox right there.
Yeah, that's the inbox.
Yeah.
Probably questions and stuff in the inbox.
You probably got some guys want to be your weaves.
I know guy want to be my weave.
No. He want to be your gardener.
No, he's scared.
He's scared.
He want to be my weave.
So the guy that you want, is he scared?
The guy that I want, is he scared? I think because I think my guy out there is scared.
Why do you think he's afraid?
Because I know what I want.
Because you know what you want, or
I know
because
what I
he's not
want.
ready to give you what
That's
you want?
because he get this mixed up with how much I know up here. And when I start talking, ladies, men, men are like that too. They like their women to be able to talk, not just sex.
Right. Right.
They like it, you know. And when he find out, oh, she know a lot, yeah. The next you know is
Fellas, most women are intrigued and infatuated. They are turned on by your knowledge, your power, your gift to speak to them. Most women. If you're dealing with a woman that doesn't care for that, she don't even want you. She just passing the time.
yeah. You can't hold that conversation. Me, I like the whole conversation. Talk about everything.
Oh yeah, I get rid of a woman quick. She can't talk to me.
You gotta talk about everything.
She can't talk to me. If you can't talk to me and you don't have what I need in my life, you got to go.
Right.
Period. You know, you live and learn. I used to fuck up. I used to mess up all the time. Charlamagne,
He did.
I used to mess up too, nigga.
Sam said he messed up.
Yeah. You know, but you get a certain age and you start realizing, hey, you know what? Enough with the shenanigans. It's time to get real.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I'm saying? It's time to get real. You know, I'm your boy, comedian Nova Kane. This is Double K Double Talk. This is KD, the comedy critic. Man, we here. We gonna be here for a second, man. If you guys got anything that you want to say to us, anything that you want to ask, feel free. Hit the loves and the likes. Hit the loves and the likes. Follow us on our pages. Touch us. Let us know what you think. Give us your honest opinion. Give us topics that we could talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know everything. You know, we don't know everything. And we are not professionals. Okay? We are not professionals.
But we're gonna give it to you straight. And you know what? There's no paper, so you know it's not script.
Right. You know, I got paper, but you know.
It's nothing script. We're playing tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not script.
You want to play tic-tac-toe?
See,
I'll beat you down at tic-tac-toe.
I just stare at them with my eyes and make them nervous. See what I'm doing. Yeah, so we give it to you straight. We give it to you raw. It's not script or nothing. It's just what comes off the top of our heads. So we try to keep everything real, and we try to keep it open and opinionated.
What do you think about our leaders in society who lead us and they don't have significant others? Do you think that they have a biased opinion when they're speaking?
No, I think they went through too many psychology classes and try to figure it out. It's like if you're dating if I'm dating a man and he doesn't have kids, will he truly understand? He knows how it feels to have a child, but does he really understand
What
that
it is to
child?
have a
Yeah,
child.
especially when you're not birthing that child. You know, I'm not saying that. That's just my opinion. You got people who can't have kids and they adopt kids and they, you know, they grow to love them, but it's different when it's yours.
I say that because, you know, a lot of women follow Oprah. And, of course, Stedman is there, but Stedman's not her man. Most people speculate if Gail and Oprah are to see each other, you know. But as far as we know, Oprah's...
the brain freeze. Oh, wait a minute, struck a nerve.
As far as we know, Oprah's single, right?
Why is that been there? That's been like the biggest question forever.
Man, Stedman been trying to get Oprah since the beginning of time, when Oprah was ugly Oprah. she cute now, money will change it. But you remember when Oprah used to have that eyeball, used to be moving. But anyway, sorry Oprah, I ain't sorry, just telling the truth. Listen.
It's funny. Yeah.
Because Oprah give a lot of great insight on relationships, right? But sometimes I think she's biased.
About what she's saying,
Yeah.
she's saying. And I try not to do that here. If you go back over the sessions that I say, you cannot and would not find me contradicting myself.
Mm-hmm.
I would never do that because it's wrong for me to say one thing and I'm projecting a different image.
Right. And that's why I'm very careful in what I do. You know, and how I say things. I'm very blunt. You a Leo?
Yeah, you're very blunt.
You a Leo? You know what time it is?
I'm blunt with conscious sometimes.
Sometimes I be unconscious.
I'm so silly.
Like if you ask me, did this dress make me look fat? I'm gonna tell you, you was fat before you got in that dress. Don't blame it on the dress.
You feel it?
You know, straight up, like, oh my God, you think I'm fat? No, I know you fat. You asked me a question and I gave you the answer. Why are you upset?
Yeah.
You know, so I can't be like that though.
We have to give it to you raw.
But that's harmful. That's hurtful, right? Because she wasn't expecting that. You weren't expecting that, right?
Right.
If you would have asked me something, you weren't expecting me to say that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be harmful to our women either.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, because some people are sensitive.
Mm-hmm. Even men. Most men who are blunt, very contrast, very to the point, we sensitive. I'm going to keep it real. We sensitive. Because you say something to me and I don't like, I'm going to be mad.
He's not lying. He's not lying. I know men out there like that, and I have to learn to. No, I'm not. I'm a Leo.
Yeah, she's a Leo.
The only way I know how to give it to you is blunt.
Yeah.
There's no. The only way that you would tell if I'm not trying to be like that is if I say I don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna say it, so you could take it. But I don't know any other way to say it.
But here's the thing. If you begin to be in tune with yourself as a man, then you are in tune with having a clear understanding.
Communication.
So when someone says something to you that you don't like, you understand not to get upset. You understand that you just don't like it. And you try to look for the truth in it. And if there's any inkling of truth in it, then you accept it. If there's no inkling of truth in it, you don't accept it. But how do you convey to the other person that you're not accepting that? Watch this. I'm going to disagree with you, and that's it. I'm not going to compromise and accept what you have from me. I'm going to disagree with you. I don't agree. That's it. Now let's move to the next subject because we're still friends. No harm, no foul. I just don't agree. Yeah. So what do you do with that person after you have that conversation? You begin to show them why you don't agree.
Right.
Then their ideal and ideology of what they said about you begins to change.
Right, because that's that communication. I remember one time when I was in church, 3 people was being ordained, and they read the same one scripture, but I got 3 different definitions of that scripture.
What was the scripture?
It was Mark.
Yeah, I know Mark. He owe me $10.
But yeah, so that's how exactly what I'm saying. How people take things. You got to have that communication because he could say he disagree, and by me not being open-minded, this is where it comes back to thinking outside the box. That was my first topic. You got to think outside the box. You got to sit down and just really listen. Why is he saying this? Okay, maybe he's saying this because of this. He's saying it because of that. Or he's saying it because you got to analyze it. You can't just have one mind. His mind is different from my mind. Mm-hmm. You know.
And all of our minds are different because we encounter different things in life.
It's true. What our experiences are.
How to treat you when you were growing up?
I was spoiled.
Spoiled. My father didn't treat me.
I was spoiled.
You dig? So my mentality when it came to being with women and having children myself, I had to break away from not treating my children appropriately. I had to break away from that because I wasn't treated like a child should be treated. You know, I was just, he's a boy, he's all right, he'll figure it out. No, I'm 10. The fuck you mean I'm you know what I'm saying? But people don't think about that when we're living our lives, right? Mm-hmm. And so when I became an adult, it was difficult for me to be with women because my father didn't show me that. He didn't show me how to be with a woman. He showed me how to be aggressive. He showed me how to be a dictator. He showed me how to be mannish. This is something he showed me, right? Now, to my mother's credit, she married a man who was a churchgoer. He was a deacon. He was very, very into his spiritual life, and he showed me different things on how to treat a woman and how to be with a woman. But I couldn't see him because my biological father, was showing me otherwise. And the connection between my biological father and my stepfather was grave difference. So I couldn't see him show me the right way to be as a young man towards women.
Right.
You know, as I got older, I began to recall the things my stepfather did. I began to recall the things my grandfather showed me.
Right.
Then I began to mature and matriculate into the man that I am today. You know, but before that, I was a mess. You know, because of how I would perceive a relationship.
That's how my dad was. Not my biological dad. I didn't get a chance to meet him. But the man that raised me, I mean, it was like, whatever Kim wants. I'm a fuss and I'm a la 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 la, but I still got it. And I think that's a little bit of what I be looking for, because he was my dad was my everything. He was my everything. I was like, I got my dad. I got my dad.
Y'all hear that, fellas?
The ones raising, they know.
Y'all ain't trying to be her everything.
My dad.
Keep on walking.
Yeah, it's my dad. That's how he was.
but here's a good thing. My mother showed me what a woman should be. My grandmother showed me what a woman should be. So, in knowing what a woman should be, it helped me understand more so of how to transition into being the man I should be. Even though what I learned from my father was detrimental to my life, right? I still had those pieces because I loved my mother, which means I paid attention to her. I love my grandmother, which means I paid attention to her. So when I began to date women, I began to look for those attributes in the woman. And if those attributes weren't there, then I left them alone. I didn't deal with them anymore, right? But as a man, what you fail to do is invest the appropriate things into these women when you're seeking them, when you're trying to figure out which one belongs to you, which one is your rib, which one is your equally yoked. When you're trying to figure this out, we're not investing the right things in them, like love, like security, like understanding, like carefulness, like caution, like protection. We're not investing those things in them. Our women get in trouble, and you know what we do? Call me when you get home. No, nigga, get your ass up. Go. She in trouble. She needs you. And don't call me when you get home. She might not make it home.
And that's what I taught my sons. My sons know that, and I'm very grateful for that. You know, my one son, he'll hold my purse for me when we're out. He opened the door for me. It's time to get the groceries. I don't worry, I got it.
You do got some good sons.
My boys they're so loving.
And their daddy was big as hell because they big. They tall.
That's how my sons are. They come in the room. Mama, you okay? You see how I did Aaron on that little skit I did. I'm like, Aaron, come here. They came in and turned
Y'all
that
hear
light
this,
off.
fellas? You can't just pull up on Kim and be her man because she got big boys. They'll choke you out if you do something wrong.
Yeah, especially Aaron. They look you up and down. But yeah, so we wanted to touch bases on. That was a nice little topic I had seen, and I felt that it should be.
What was the young lady name who brought that topic up?
It was.
Give her a shout out. I want to give a shout out to anybody who's listening. Everybody who's listening. You know what I'm saying?
It was Tamiko Carson.
Tamiko Carson.
We went to school together.
Oh, Tamiko.
She got some good topics.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got that other one from
She
her.
got good hair?
Yeah, she got good hair.
Let me see.
She got Indian in her.
She got Indian?
No. Nah, Tamiko, she do have good hair. Yeah, she has a good one. I have another one.
Well, thank you, Tamiko, for the topic. Thank you, Tamiko. You really blessed us, and we want to open up more and more about these particular topics because it's just not enough time in the world for us to talk about everything. But we could do another dialogue.
Yeah, we can.
You know? Yeah. So we got let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. Wow.
We good. And one I forgot to turn on because they got a little button right there. Your paper was hiding it.
Oh, this one?
You see the dot?
Oh, well, let's start it then.
No,
It's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. Never too late, never too late, never too late.
I don't even know how that goes. Did you push it? See, it's still there.
It's still there?
I don't know.
Oh, you're probably in the wrong setting.
That's why I need my camera lady. But okay, well, we're going to end this because we want to just give you guys something to think about. And, into our next topic.
What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is this. On the topic that we talk about, we really have to be careful of who we get with and really think things through. And I think it was on my first or second, I think it was my second talk I talked about that on when you get into a relationship, how to put everything out there. Like I said, one of them was, if I meet a guy, first thing I'm going to tell him, I'm like, hey, I got this talk show thing that I like to do. Along with this talk show means I have to travel. I have to meet people. I got to be in people's faces. I got to keep my fashion up. I got to keep my do up. I got to, look good. And if that person is unable to understand what comes with it, then we're going to have problems. Point blank and simple. So when I meet somebody, that's the first thing I tell them. I could tell them, hey, I have a talk show, but you got to put out there what is consistent, and what it is. It's like you're very talented. He's always multitasking.
Yeah.
He's always, that's why he said, I know you try to holler at him. He's always, so when he get with somebody, they have to learn he's multitasking. He's a promoter. So if somebody calling him, hey man, you should come right here real quick. Okay, but when you got with him, did he tell you he does this? Like one time I called him, he was doing was it a commercial or show? No, it was a movie. Was it a movie or something?
A couple of times, I don't know.
And he can't have his phone on the studio set.
Oh yeah, we were doing
right.
We were doing Blackish. We were doing Blackish.
And he couldn't have his phone on
we were
the
doing
set.
Insecure.
He couldn't have his phone on the set. So his phone was going to voicemail. But ring, ring, ring. He's not answering. And you know how we get. He's not answering. But he let us know I can't have my phone on the set. So ladies, you have to understand that. He can't always answer. So when you get into a relationship, you have to just lay it all down. Shoot, quit trying to get with it.
Put the cards on the table.
You'd be surprised what
how many cards is it? 26? How many cards is it?
52.
52 cards. Put all the cards on the table. 52 of them.
If you're a constant traveler, let her know or him know you're a constant traveler.
I think people have the right to know what your life entails before they get with you, because maybe some people want to just be at home, a homebody with you, and you guys go to work and come home and that's it. Maybe they want to travel. Maybe they want to be a part of what you're doing. We just don't know. When you give people the opportunity to make decisions based on the information that they have, that's the best relationship, because you're giving them the opportunity to say yay or nay. You're not leading them into a situation and then they get in and they're like, well, I didn't know it was going to be like this.
Because that's when you feel like you're obligated. Because now you done gave it your time. Now you stuck, you're obligated. Most likely you probably done had sex. And now you feel you're obligated and you're trying to deal with the situation.
If you dealing with me, after about 2 weeks, you're going to want to give me that.
Let's write this contract up.
Some men want to brag. After a couple of hours. No. That she's just easy. She's just easy. She wanted it like you. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Sometimes you got to give it a month.
Give it
and it sounds terrible to most men. They're like, why you saying that, dog? No, sometimes you got to give it a month, because you're going to need a whole 30 days to figure out if she's something that you should be poking on in the first place, because she probably was on her game when she met you. After 2 weeks, she's going to settle in. Let you miss a phone call. You're going to find out who she is.
Funny. All right, we're going to end this because I want you guys to watch us the next time.
Yeah. This is the Double K Double Talk Show. I'm your boy, comedian Novocaine. This is
KD. This is KD, and this is brought to you by Double Talk Double Show. No, this is KD. And
that was so boring. Do it again. I'm your boy, comedian Novocaine. This is
KD.
Look at her trying. Katie, the comedy critic, y'all.
And thank you for tuning in. And we have a podcast coming up too.
Yes, we do have a podcast coming. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to cut the podcast on, but then you was like, just go live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's all right. We'll do it next time. We'll do it next time.
We'll do it
next time. All right, y'all. Peace.
Talk to you later. Deuces.
I don't know how you cut it off. Oh, end. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
End.
Okay, say.